wave to the camera. Remember this, Abby, before you say what you're about to say.
Well, I was gonna give you the log
No, I don't
number.
need the log number,
Okay.
it's fine. But remember this, yeah?
Yes.
I've been recording the whole time I've been sat here,
Yes.
right? I know categorically that the person...
Alright guys, what you just saw is not a clip taken out of context. That actually happened. A sergeant walks up to this auditor outside a police station. No name, no number, no reason given, just pure arrogance. Then they send out 2 PCSOs to finish the job. And for the next 20 minutes, this auditor dismantles every single argument they throw at him, live on camera without flinching once. He catches a lie on the spot, exposes an off-duty cop pretending to be a civilian, forces a formal harassment declaration, and ends up getting the entire team ordered back inside by an inspector who takes one look at the situation and pulls the plug. And through all of it, not one raised voice. Just the law used perfectly. Stay with this one. It only gets better.
On the microphone is going to run out shortly. I'm hoping it doesn't whilst I'm here. I do have a...
Hello.
Hello?
You're filming the police station, is that
Sergeant...
correct? Kev Davis,
Yeah,
3390.
sorry, please, 2 metre distance,
okay.
thank you. Could you step back, please?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, please, 2 metres.
Yeah, that's
not 2 metres.
Alright.
You're...
Okay.
PCSO Abby O'Hara.
Sergeant.
And for your...
Abby O'Hara?
Yeah.
Amazing. Sergeant, take a leaf out of the PCSO's book. When you approach a member of the public, you address yourself, your name and your number, you state your reasons for the approach, and then you continue on. The way you approached me just now wasn't correct, so I won't be speaking to you. PCSO, if you'd like to speak to me, go ahead.
Courtesy as well, I need to make you aware. I obviously know you're recording me, but just to let you know that I'm also recording
That's fine.
you for
Please don't
shooting
delete that. I'll be requesting a copy, alright?
Not a problem, okay.
Yeah. So what can I help you with?
Well, I'm here to work at the sergeant.
I'm not going to be speaking to him.
Okay.
Sorry, I won't be answering any questions relayed from him either.
Okay, so maybe what I gather is a security concern, because obviously...
Sorry, I won't be answering a question that he's prompted you to say, by the way.
I'm just advising you why we're here.
Alright, okay. I know why you're here.
So it's a police station, and obviously
Yeah, I
it's
know.
a security concern.
Have I committed a crime?
No, I'm just making...
Sorry, please don't speak to me. Have I committed a crime?
No, you haven't, no.
Okay.
But obviously
In that
because
case,
of terrorism and
can
stuff
I...
like
So,
that,
is that section 43?
Just in general, if anyone's filming a government building or a police
You guys are
station-
filming.
Pardon?
You guys are filming.
Right, but only on our premises.
What's that
here.
there, outside
So
the gate?
that's to protect the back gate in case people come from custody,
Mm-hmm.
and we have had trouble in the past where people have been assaulted outside those gates.
Alright guys, watch this closely, because what happens in the very first seconds sets the entire tone of this audit. A sergeant walks straight up without identifying himself. No name, no collar number, no reason for approach, nothing. Just a man in uniform expecting compliance. And he does not get it. The auditor shuts him down immediately, tells him flat out that he did not follow the correct procedure for approaching a member of the public, and refuses to engage with him at all. The sergeant is dismissed on the spot. Only PCSO Abby is allowed to continue the conversation. What makes this opening so powerful is the confidence. There is no hesitation, no nerves, no back and forth. The auditor knows exactly what the correct procedure is, probably better than the sergeant does, and he enforces it without raising his voice once. Before a single real question has even been asked, the sergeant has already lost the high ground. And this is only the beginning.
Okay, fair enough. What about the public lobby?
The public lobby.
There's a CCTV camera in the public lobby, I noticed.
Yes, because we've also had instances in the public lobby where people have been assaulted. We have people who have mental health issues, or we've had people who have, because the people we have, they also come out from custody, out of the front as well. We've had circumstances where people have been hurt. That's why we've got CCTV.
Yeah, so a young lady
Member
just
of
came up
public's
to the gate just now.
attention
Please,
as well.
I've already actually told you not to speak to me. You didn't address yourself properly. I'm not here to speak to constables who don't do right. So, you know, you flopped it, mates, to be honest with you, so I won't be speaking to you. One question, actually. I do have a question for you. I actually already know the answer, but I'm going to ask you anyway because I'm interested to know. Do you know your attestation, Sergeant?
I do, yeah.
Would you say it to me?
No.
Why is
I
that?
will not. It's not a requirement.
No, I know it's not a requirement.
It's been
I just
attested.
asking. That's
It's a
cool.
long
Yeah, I was just asking if you knew it.
attestation, and I don't know the words completely.
I do, by the way.
Very good.
Just so you know, and I'm not a police constable,
Okay.
let alone a sergeant.
Okay.
Sorry, is your camera on?
No.
Okay, cool. Can I help you?
I asked him originally to come, but Abby has come for me.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Are
do you want to? Do you want to
speak to me at all? Are you?
No, not at all. Do you want to identify yourself?
If you just stay there.
Yeah.
Do you want to identify yourself?
What's your name?
Have I committed a crime?
No, I'm just asking you.
I'm not at liberty to give you that.
That's fine.
So can you maintain 2 meter distance, please?
I can, yeah, sure.
Thank you. So what can I help you with?
We're just inquiring.
Well, I've told you I'm absolutely fine.
No, I know.
Now PCSO Abby steps forward and immediately makes one thing clear. She is body cam recording this interaction. His response is instant. He requests a copy of that footage. No hesitation. He knows his rights and he is already building a paper trail before the conversation has properly started. Abby then begins laying out the reasons they came outside, security concerns around the building, CCTV cameras in the public lobby, custody exits at the rear, and incidents in the past where people were assaulted near the gates. She is trying to establish a justification for the approach, but every single point she makes gets blocked. He refuses to answer any question that he suspects is being relayed or prompted by the sergeant standing nearby. He has drawn a clear line and he is holding it. What you are watching right now is the foundation being laid for one of the sharpest legal exchanges you will see in a police audit. He is not being aggressive, he is not being unreasonable. He is simply forcing them to operate within the law. And most officers are not prepared for that.
But obviously, because you are filming a police station,
Is that a crime?
Look, we need to inquire about it.
Why is that?
Because of terrorism.
So is that section 43?
So we've had.
Sorry, listen. I'm not a stupid guy. Speak legislation to me. What section?
Well, I'm not going to speak legislation because I'm
So why are you talking about?
I speak in general terms. For the
So do you
public.
suspect me of being a terrorist?
No, I don't. But I
Okay,
also
cool.
need to investigate.
Please, if you don't suspect me of being a terrorist, please don't say the word terrorism again.
No, I'm saying in general. If you could please let me finish my sentence so it makes sense.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. So in general, because what's been happening recently and over the years, we need to inquire why people are filming government properties and such.
Do you mean? Sorry.
Pardon?
Do you mean the current climate?
Yeah, I mean,
It's
if
warm,
I'm
isn't it?
honest, I don't use this. I try and speak in a general term because I come into contact with lots of people. So, we need to inquire why people are filming these buildings because you could be completely innocent, but someone may not be. So that's why we need to at least ask about it.
Okay, I appreciate that, but as I say quite regularly, in this life, we go on what we do know, not what we don't know. So what we do know in this particular situation is photography isn't a crime.
No.
I'm on a public bench
Yeah.
in public
Yeah.
and I haven't committed a crime.
No, you haven't. No.
So this interaction
Yes.
is completely non-consensual. Okay? I would appreciate it if you left me alone.
Unfortunately, we can't. Because
So am I being detained?
No, you can go off if ever you
So if
want.
I'm free to go.
Yeah. You can
Okay,
go
so
whenever you
free
want
to go also means I'm free to stay, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
This is where things start to seriously unravel for the officers, because Abby makes a mistake that a lot of officers make, and he catches it immediately. She uses the word terrorism to explain why they needed to approach him. The reaction is instant and precise. If you do not suspect me of being a terrorist, do not use that word again in this conversation. Full stop. She tries to walk it back, tries to reframe it as a general comment about the current climate, but the damage is already done and he is not letting it go. Then he pivots to the sergeant and asks him directly, "Do you know your attestation?" The oath that every single police constable swears when they take the job. The sergeant fumbles. He says he knows it but will not recite it. The auditor then confirms that he knows it himself, word for word, and he is not even a constable. That one moment tells you everything about who came prepared to this encounter and who did not.
In that case, I'm going to ask again, politely,
Yes.
because you guys actually now, for the second time I'm going to say it, please leave me alone. You're causing me some distress here. I was actually right in the middle of something. As you walked over, you probably saw me talking.
Okay.
You're affecting my day now. I would ask you again for the second time, please can you leave me alone?
Well, I'll stop talking to you, but I'm going to stand here because again.
If I ask you for the third time, that constitutes harassment. You know that,
Fine.
right?
If you would like to crime that, you can crime that. I'm quite happy with that.
So you're okay to commit a criminal offence?
I'm not committing a criminal offence.
But I just said to
That
you.
can be argued in court.
No, but it's not argued in court because I haven't done
It
any.
will be because
Listen,
you'll need to
so now
provide
you're
your
interrupting
evidence.
me.
I'll provide my evidence, and then someone will.
Yeah, no, but
that.
but facts are this: I'm a member of the public in a public place.
Okay, so
Not
with
breaking.
harassment-
Sorry,
with
I mean, excuse me,
harassment,
am I?
It needs to be two separate occasions.
Yeah. So
Okay,
if I was to
where
move, if I was to
directly-
move down there and you followed me down, would that then be classed as
Two
harassment?
separate occasions. This is still.
No. If I move away from you, that's the end of the.
This is the first one. That would be.
Sorry, was I talking to you?
Well, I'm just helping you
But
understand.
was I talking to you?
I was just helping you
No, I
understand.
wasn't. I was talking to Abby. Okay. So if I move somewhere else, yeah, and then you come up to me and
So I have
approach.
a policing purpose to find out.
Is it?
why you
Can I ask you a question, right?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Is it policing by consent?
It's the whole point. Is this,
But no, don't explain.
What overrides it is protection,
Okay.
of property,
From
and safety of people.
from what?
Well, that's what I need to
From
find
crime.
out.
From crime.
Yes.
Okay. So do you suspect me of being about to commit a crime?
No, but
Then what you just said is totally invalid.
Well, I'm just trying to find out why you're filming.
But
the
I've told you.
police station, but you haven't.
All right, I'll tell you.
Not
I'll tell you.
answering
I'll
that.
tell you why. Because I can.
Right here is where the confrontation locks in and the stakes get raised significantly. He has had enough of going in circles, and he makes his position absolutely crystal clear. He asks them, for the first time officially, to leave him alone. They do not move. He asks again. That is the second time. And then he warns them directly. A third request constitutes harassment under the law, and if they stay after that, he will crime it on the spot. He is not bluffing, and they know it. The officers stand their ground, but they are visibly running out of justification. Then Abby tells him he is free to go, and he fires back with one of the sharpest lines in the whole video. Free to go also means free to stay. He is on a public bench, in a public space, having committed no crime. He has every right to remain exactly where he is. They have no legal answer to that, and the silence says everything.
Right. Okay. So if someone, not you, but if someone then.
Like I said to you just now, we go on what we do know, not what we
So
don't.
can I ask you a question then?
You can. I
So
can't promise that I'd
if-
answer,
Right. Okay.
but you can ask
Very
away.
helpful. But if someone says the same things as you,
Yeah.
and quite obviously you're doing this. I don't know why you're doing this, but from what you're saying, you're doing it with no intent to do any harm.
Not at all. No.
If someone-
I'm not engaged in any hostile reconnaissance either.
No, but if someone with the same conduct as you at the moment did the same, but they were intending harm,
I don't know someone else's.
how are we supposed to protect the public, and how are we supposed to
But
protect buildings?
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
With all due respect, I'm not a police constable or a PCSO, so I don't have to bother myself about that.
But you're the public, so surely
I am the
you
public.
care about us.
Of course
being
I care.
able to protect you and
Do you know what I care about most?
Yes.
About you guys doing your job properly. So far, I've got to say though,
That's what
Abby,
I do.
you will make a great police constable, I think, in the future. One thing you need, the one thing I will say though, is you see, this is what's happening right now. You need to learn, like, with all due respect, I'm not trying to be rude. You need to learn the law, right? Because the law says I'm allowed to do this. But no, I know you never said I'm not allowed, but you have come over to me
Yes.
and caused me distress. And then when I've told you that, you've
Yes.
then proceeded to say that you won't leave me alone.
Because you being out here is causing other people.
Why? What am I
Had a
doing?
member of public call in. We
No,
actually
that's-
do have a log. to
That's
say that
that's an absolute lie.
No, I can give you the.
When?
log
How long
number.
ago?
I'll give you the log number.
How long ago?
That's a few minutes ago. That's why we came out of the station. We had it called via comms.
So that member of the public who I
Watch carefully here, because he is now going straight for the legal heart of this entire stop. He corners Abby on the one question that matters more than anything else in a situation like this. Do you suspect me of committing a crime? She says no. And that answer is everything. Because without reasonable suspicion of a crime, there is no lawful basis for this interaction to be happening at all. Abby tries to pivot. She brings up protection of property, the safety of officers inside, the need to investigate why people film certain buildings. He acknowledges it but holds firm. None of that creates reasonable suspicion of a crime in this specific situation, and without that, the stop is on very shaky legal ground. Then the complaint gets brought up for the first time. Apparently someone called it in. A member of the public, they say, who felt uncomfortable seeing him filming. And that is the moment where this video goes from a solid audit to something genuinely explosive.
or wave to the camera. Remember this, Abby, before you say what you're about to say.
Well, I was gonna give you the log
No, I don't
number.
need the log number,
Okay.
it's fine. But remember this, yeah?
Yes.
I've been recording the whole time I've been sat here,
Yes.
right? I know categorically that the person that complained about me filming was a police constable off duty. She's not a member of the public, she's a police constable entering the establishment about to ready to work. She's a
Right.
police constable. Don't lie to me, Abby.
Okay, well, let me just have a look.
Yeah, but don't lie to me, Abby.
I'm
Please.
not lying to you. I will get the log up and I'll have a look then.
I saw her wave to the camera. I saw her call the other two female PCSOs. No, it's not an assumption. It's what I saw. Okay.
You don't know
All right.
100%.
I do know because I was here 30 seconds.
You saw a person.
No, but-
These staff go in today. You've made assumptions say it was them that did it.
Yeah, it was. I saw her do it.
You don't know that. That's why
I didn't assume. I saw her do it.
Well, if that
It's cool anyway. Doesn't matter.
mindset works all the time, loads of people will be going to prison for something they haven't done.
Yeah, that happens though, doesn't
You
it?
make assumptions.
But that happens though, doesn't it?
That's why we need to investigate things properly, which is why we're trying to investigate why you're outside of the camera.
I've told you.
But you haven't told
Are you
me.
familiar?
Yes, I
Alright,
can.
okay, listen, I'll tell you. I have permission to do this, you know? From the police. I'll tell you, I have permission from the police.
Right. For what reason?
Do I need a reason?
Yes, because we need to know whether it's...
Why do you need to know? If I haven't committed a crime, why do you need to know what I'm doing?
For the security of the state.
But security, breaching security isn't a crime. Like,
But it puts people at
but
risk.
if, when it does, or when you suspect that I'm going to commit a crime, at that point, I wouldn't be saying to you,
Can
blah,
I
blah,
use
blah.
circumstance then?
Yeah, go ahead, but if you
Say it
can...
was your home address.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is without question the single most electric moment in this entire video, and you need to watch it very carefully. Abby tells him that a member of the public called in a complaint. Someone who saw him filming and felt intimidated by it. That is their justification for the whole approach. He does not argue. He does not get flustered. He simply states, calmly and with complete certainty, exactly what he saw. The person who waved at the camera and made that complaint was not a member of the public. She was an off-duty police constable who was walking into the station to start her shift. He watched her do it. He has it all on film from the moment she arrived. She is not a civilian, she is law enforcement. And the complaint being framed as coming from an ordinary member of the public is, in his words, a lie. He looks directly at Abby and says it plainly. Do not lie to me. The shift in energy at that moment is undeniable. That is not a guess or an accusation. That is a man who knows exactly what he recorded and is not afraid to say it.
And there's a man outside your home address, outside your door, filming your property, and then you call us because you feel intimidated, you don't know why he's there, you don't know if he's filming to break in or anything like that. We attend, we speak to that gentleman, we go, why are you filming and what are you doing here? And he turns around and gives me the same information you give me.
No,
I'm not under
plastic.
no.
I like it.
Okay.
So,
But so going back to what I was saying, if a man was outside your house filming and then you called us because you want to know why he's there, you're intimidated, you don't know, and then we asked for that gentleman why he's doing it, and he gave us the same information, which is as I can. Say, alright, to take up private property on it, because I know you were probably going to say private
I wasn't
property.
actually. What I was going to say is if he's on public property,
Yeah.
filming my building, is he committing a crime?
No,
So why would the police come out?
because I said if you felt intimidated, because obviously if
But can someone feel intimidated by a perfectly legal activity? That's like you see me filming or somebody filming my house and someone saying they're intimidated. That's
Yeah.
like saying they're intimidated because somebody's out cutting their grass. It's a perfectly normal legal activity.
Someone could be casing your house to film your house and work out where
They
to
could
break
be,
in.
but where I live, they could just look on Google Maps. Just like here, I checked the land registry as well. This road is actually on the land registry, so it's
The
like.
maps wouldn't show certain things, so like
Like what?
you might have something outside your house that they can climb over a window or they can go.
I don't
another
even.
way.
Yeah, but come on, that's ifs, buts. You know, like I said just now, we
But
go
we
on what
need
we
to
do,
go on that. It's
but we
just
go
like-
on what we do know, not what we don't know.
That's the thing.
Also, can I go
don't know
back
why
to?
you're here.
Can I go back? I
Yes.
know, but we go on what we do know, not what we don't know. So if you don't know why I'm here, then we shouldn't be having this conversation. Anyway, that's
But it's
whole another.
protecting people, but yeah.
I wanna go-
The officer now tries a completely different approach, the personal analogy. Imagine someone standing outside your home filming your front door, she says. You would feel intimidated. You would call the police, and the police would come and ask why. It sounds reasonable on the surface, and it is the kind of argument that might work on someone who does not know the law. But it does not work here. He dismantles it piece by piece. Feeling intimidated by a lawful activity does not make that activity unlawful. He compares it to someone being uncomfortable because their neighbor is cutting the grass. Perfectly legal, possibly annoying, but not a matter for police. And then he lands the moment that genuinely stops the argument dead. He reveals he has direct permission to film from ex-Chief Constable Andrew Trotter. Not just knowledge of the law, actual documented permission from one of the most senior figures in British policing. The analogy collapses completely. There is nowhere left to go with it.
Back to my permission, if that's all right. So I actually have permission to be here from ex-Chief Constable Andrew Trotter. So this is why I'm.
You don't need permission to be here. You can be here regardless.
So why are you talking to me then?
Because I'm trying to find out why you're filming the police
And I've told you.
station. But you said no. You said because I can.
Yeah, but can't I?
Well, I'm trying to find out whether there's any.
But can
what
I
your
come?
intentions are for doing so? Because
My intentions are my own intentions. It's for my own purpose.
But this is for the reason I'm asking is for protection of property for the police officers inside and also for the public. Because
Okay.
I don't know.
From
why.
what? Protection from what?
Well, I don't know if you're here to cause harm or not.
No,
mean,
I know, but we keep going around in circles because we've already established that we go on what we do know, not what we don't know.
Right,
So
but then how does that work with normal crimes? Because we don't know for sure whether someone's committed a crime or not until we investigate.
no,
So
that's not
with that
entirely true.
mindset,
If
people
somebody's
would-
lying on the ground with a knife in their chest, chances are there's been a crime.
Right, but then we need to investigate who committed that crime.
Yeah, of course you do, but you
So
have
if someone
motive.
turns
Yeah,
out
well,
to be
yeah, not motive,
You don't
but
know it was me, so it wasn't me.
But that's
How
true.
does that-
All right. Well, here's a question for you then, right?
Yes.
If you killed somebody, you weren't a police constable, a PCSO, and you killed somebody,
Yeah.
and there was no murder weapon, no forensics, no evidence, and you said it wasn't you, would you go to prison?
I'd have to be investigated for it,
But if
but
there was no evidence,
yeah.
no nothing, would you go to prison?
Well, if there's no evidence they couldn't prove it, then no.
Exactly,
because
so
that's
then-
the legal system we live in.
Exactly. So that shows it's flawed on one side.
But it
It's
also
flawed on the other side.
stops innocent people going to prison because some people.
It also helps innocent people go to prison.
But the problem, exactly. But there's a problem with the justice system.
I know there is.
Now he turns the conversation back on itself and exposes the central contradiction that has been running through this entire interaction. Abby has already confirmed on camera that he does not need permission to be here. He is in a public space doing something that is not a crime. So the question he keeps asking is a simple one. If all of that is true, why is this conversation still happening? He keeps returning to the same principle. We go on what we do know, not what we do not know. What they do know is that photography is not a crime, that he is on public property, and that he has not done anything unlawful. What they do not know is his intentions, and you cannot police someone based on what you do not know. Every counter-argument they offer gets returned. Google Maps, the land registry, public access rights, he has thought about all of it. The officers are visibly running out of road.
I know there is.
We are the lower people.
I
as in
know.
We gather all the evidence and we give it to the
Yeah,
court.
it trickles down. I
to
get that.
decide,
I
yeah.
get that. It trickles down, but the corruption on whatever level is
But
still
then
there,
someone
isn't
needs
it?
to help fix that.
Of course,
So-
by following statute and legislation and following
Yeah.
the law.
But also
And when you have a
investigate.
gentleman-
we follow the law, but you have to also investigate and find out why people are doing things in locations, why are they in certain places.
I understand
We
that.
have to ask these questions.
I
otherwise
understand
we
that.
won't
I understand
know.
that. I do understand that.
Yeah. But this is the prime reason why we're here.
All right. So are we done yet?
Well, I still don't know why you're here.
I'm not going to tell you why I'm here. I can promise you categorically, Abby, I won't tell you.
Okay, that's fine, but I've just been told to stand here for a second.
I know,
don't
by a
why.
sergeant who hasn't got a clue, doesn't even know his attestation. Don't you feel like, mate? I'm not going to start cussing out your sergeant because I genuinely, Abby, I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. I think you've been brilliant today.
Thank you,
I do,
appreciate
yeah.
that.
The sergeant who came here, don't approach members of the public like he did, because that's not correct. You know your policies, you know your procedures and stuff like that, and you stick to them. Like I said, I didn't mean to be rude when I said about learning the law, but the fact is this, Abby. I'm not doing anything wrong. I don't consent to this interaction. I haven't consented to this interaction from the very beginning, yet it's still going on.
So
you know?
just because you don't, that's the same as someone in town. We've had a call say this person's stolen from a shop or something like that, and then us going up to that person because that's
No, it's but you have reasonable suspicion that they've committed a crime. If there's been a crime reported, someone is going to be on CCTV, they're going to have given a description, there would be reasonable suspicion of a
Right.
crime. Right here, right now, in this...
The conversation takes a broader turn here and he pulls back to talk about the bigger picture, the justice system itself, and why following the law matters so much more than individual gut feelings. He talks about innocent people going to prison, about corruption existing at every level of the system, about evidence that gets distorted as it trickles down through the chain. He is not attacking the officers personally. He is making a structural argument that the only real protection against abuse of power is strict adherence to statute and legislation. That when officers operate outside those boundaries, even with good intentions, the whole system becomes unreliable. And then after nearly 15 solid minutes of going in circles, he looks at both of them and says it straight. Are we done yet? Because I can promise you right now, I will never tell you why I am here. Calm, final, and completely unbothered.
Situation, there isn't any
But we-
reasonable
at the
suspicion of a
moment,
crime.
That we've got you out here filming the station, refusing to give any details while you're
But-
doing it.
but-
so
but-
in
but
a way,
what- so what-
that's giving us
Reasonable suspicion? For what?
we
What
have
giving
a
you
case and
what?
purpose to find out because
So
it's
no,
a building.
sorry,
It's-
Abby, sorry. It's giving you what? You stopped in mid-sentence. So me being out here with a camera is what?
Well, it's suspicious
Suspicious how?
because you're not telling me why you're doing so.
But I have told you. First of all, I told you because I
You
can.
said because I can.
Yeah, but that is why I'm doing it, because I can, because I'm allowed. I'm
Okay.
allowed to film public buildings. Police station is a public building funded
So
by the Crown.
If you were someone, for example, who did want to cause people harm, it's to remember family members and such. So that's why I wrote.
Right, sorry, just came in to see what's going on.
All right, you going to identify yourself?
Yes, I'm Gemma Toms.
PCSO 30755.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Designation card?
Pardon?
Designation card? That's all right, you don't have to get it out. I just wanted to see whether you would or not. That's all right.
Mate, honestly.
No, you don't have
nothing
to get it
nothing
out.
to hide.
No, you don't have to get it out, but I just wondered whether you
No, we always
whether
carry
you
it on
would
us.
or not. I
We
like
don't
the-
have to, but we do.
Can't
No,
get the
no,
door
you-
if you don't carry it.
You have
Yeah.
to produce it if a member of the public asks you. You should check that, but it's the truth.
No, we know. That's why
Okay.
we always carry it.
But
on
she
us.
just thought she didn't have to carry it with her. But you do.
Yeah.
If a member of the public asks you for your designation card, you're legally obliged to show them.
We're not designated, we're attested, but still, not attested.
No, you're not attested yet because you're not a police constable.
No, exactly.
No, I know. No disrespect, but I'm just letting you know, that's all. Is there any reason we've come over?
No,
Are
I
there any-
wanted to assist my colleagues.
All right.
I was wondering if there was any issue.
No, not at all. Well, there is actually an issue.
Right.
I'm being harassed.
By who?
These two.
Abby makes one last push, and this time she tries to reframe the whole situation around the concept of suspicion. She argues that filming a police station while refusing to explain yourself is in itself suspicious behavior, and that the suspicion alone gives them grounds to keep questioning him. He does not accept that framing for even a second. He pushes back hard. Suspicious how exactly? Define it. She cannot give a clean answer. She then tries to draw a comparison to a shop theft report with a suspect on CCTV. He cuts through it immediately. That situation has specific reasonable suspicion attached to a specific alleged crime. This has none of that. No crime, no victim, no evidence. Just a man with a camera on a public bench. Then PCSO Gemma joins and introduces herself. He turns straight to her and asks for her designation card. New officer, brand new test.
I've asked them to leave me alone twice.
Okay.
They were.
So points to proof of harassment is that it's got to be on multiple occasions more than
Yeah,
two
no,
times.
I did ask them twice.
That wouldn't constitute harassment. I'm
No,
afraid.
that's what you say. I don't really understand what's
The
going on here.
legislation is on the.
I know-
Google if you didn't.
I know the legislation, Abby.
Okay.
I know it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, can I ask? So
I can't
obviously
promise
you're
I'll
not-
answer.
No, it's fine. You don't have to. It's just me being curious. You're obviously filming, entitled to do that in a public place. Why is your camera pointed towards the police station?
I've already told Abby that.
Okay. Sorry, I've just walked into this, so
I know,
I
right?
asked a question I've already answered.
That's alright, I'm just waiting for you guys to go so I can carry on. Any chance of a glass of water?
No, it doesn't work like
Is-
that.
what about public toilet?
Done that in the, you can go in.
I did. I went into the front first. There was no one there. I was in there for like 5
If you
minutes.
ring the bell,
I didn't
they
wanna-
come out of the office.
Oh, is it?
But if we can't give out water because unfortunately we've had someone in the past say that we've put something in the water.
Did they do that?
Yeah, so we're not allowed to do that anymore.
All right.
for- for
Fair enough.
safety.
Fair enough. And people would do anything for a claim, wouldn't they?
There's a claim,
Well, we
isn't
live in.
there?
That's right. That's why I carry my camera everywhere I go.
Yeah, well, to be honest, we ask people to carry their cameras on, but at least we have evidence.
I know, right? Like the girl who came up to the gate just now, crying her eyes out, chucked her bike on the floor over there, waved to 3 coppers and 3 police constables, and none of them came over. You guys are out here talking to me instead. That's all on film.
PCSO Gemma is barely in the conversation 30 seconds before she hits her first obstacle. He asks for her designation card, the document PCSOs are legally required to carry and produce on request from any member of the public. She hesitates, not sure if she has to show it. He steps in and clarifies without aggression. Yes, you are legally obliged to carry it and produce it when asked. It is not optional. She finds it and shows it. Test noted. Then he does something that carries serious legal weight. He formally declares on camera, in front of witnesses, that he is being harassed by the 2 officers present. Asked twice to leave. Refused twice. That is the legal definition, and it is now on the record. As a final touch, he asks for a glass of water. They say no. Even that gets added to the picture he is building.
Where did she go?
She came up to the gate. She
I've
peered through the
already
gate.
No, mate, I've spoken to her.
Oh, you have? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
she came
Okay.
out to the back gate, and that's all.
Oh, right. Okay. I
Don't
just
worry, we-
I hope she's okay. That's all. She looked
No,
very distressed.
She's fine now, or as fine as she can be.
Okay. Well, should you need anything, she is on camera, and should you need the video, you're more than welcome to
Probably
get that off
the
me.
offensive wine.
Right.
But yeah.
I know all the details. It's fine.
Oh. So I don't really know what's going on here. Like, your sergeant kind of just left you, innit? And it's just a bit of like a colossal waste of time.
Well, I mean, it's the security of the station at the moment. That's why they're.
But security of what though? What are they scared? What are they worried about? I don't get it.
It's with people. If they're filming government buildings or
Public. It's a public
stuff
building.
Like that. No, but that I'm saying in general. So
Yeah.
police buildings, government buildings, because police are targets. Unfortunately.
Targets for who?
All sorts of different things.
What though? Be specific, man, please.
But
Targets for what?
abuse, violence. We've had bomb threats to the station before.
So, as you pointed out, this is a massive waste of time.
Yeah.
I'm to it.
Yeah.
Second of all, I've given you my name. What's yours?
No.
You don't have to.
I know, and I won't be.
But it's more just.
No, it's fine. It's for your negative interaction. I won't be giving you my
No,
name.
no, no. This isn't a negative interaction.
Yeah.
Please don't interpret it that I've reviewed it like that. You're more entitled to do what you're doing. You're not breaking any laws.
I know.
It's just we've come out here to ascertain if there's any risk to the safety of the station.
No.
And carry on and do your business.
What did
Alright?
the sergeant say, just out of interest? I'm interested to know. Because I saw you talking on your radio.
I think someone else.
So somebody else has told you to leave me alone, right?
And just like that, the whole thing collapses. A senior officer arrives, an inspector, and wastes absolutely no time. No threat, no risk, no reason for anyone to be standing outside. He orders the entire team back into the station. The sergeant who kicked all of this off, who approached without identifying himself and then stood around for 20 minutes while Abby took all the heat, is overruled in front of everyone and sent back inside. He asks whether the sergeant plans to apologize. He already knows the answer. Then, before anyone leaves, he makes sure one thing goes on record. A girl came to that gate while all of this was happening. She was in distress, crying, threw her bike on the floor, and waved at 3 officers standing right there. Not one of them came. Every single one was too busy questioning a man with a camera who had done absolutely nothing wrong. And it is all on film.
Well, as a decision between us, we decided that.
No. Your sergeant who was out here just now, did he not specifically tell you to stay here?
Yes, he did.
Okay, so has he not now specifically told you guys to go back in?
Not him specifically, no.
A different sergeant,
No, an inspector.
an inspector. What reason did he give, just out of interest?
Well, he asked what our interaction was like, asked if we thought there was any threat or risk, and I said no.
Yeah.
He said, in that case, we'll leave you in.
Okay, cool. What about the sergeant? Is he going to come and apologise to me?
I doubt that, no.
I mean, you could, we can sort you out with making a complaint if you
No,
want
it's
to
fine.
do that.
One thing I would like, actually, is it possible for me to come in and get a copy of your codes of practice?
What
Yeah,
pace?
I mean,
Pace, yeah.
Everyone's entitled to paces, even on the internet.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'd like one from here,
Yeah,
hard
if
copy.
you go into the front office, I'm sure they'd be more than happy to oblige. Everyone's got the right to view those documents. All you've got to do is just go in and ask for it. You might have to wait because they might be dealing with other things, but if you're more than happy to
They'll
wait,
print it out.
then they'll print it out for you.
Alright,
Alright?
that's cool. Yeah.
Alright, take care.
Before you go,
Yes.
I wanted to say, right, I film a lot of police a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say I would always highlight the negative, so I'm going to highlight a positive as well. Yeah, you guys have been great. All right, you've been polite, you've been honest, you dealt with me giving you a little bit of shit. I get that.
Yeah,
I apologise for that now,
that's okay.
but I did it for a reason. So yeah, you guys have been good, man. Don't let that sergeant corrupt you, Abby.
And here is the ending that genuinely no one saw coming, because after everything that just happened, after the legal standoffs and the exposed lie and the formal harassment declaration and the sergeant getting overruled in front of his own team, he turns around and gives PCSO Abby one of the most sincere pieces of praise you will hear in any audit video. He tells her she has been polite, honest, and authentic throughout the entire interaction. that she dealt with him calmly even when he was giving her a hard time, and that she stuck to her procedures better than most officers he encounters. He means it. You can hear it. Then he draws the contrast directly. This is what good policing looks like, and the sergeant at the beginning of this video is what it does not look like. One interaction, two completely different standards on full display. That is the takeaway from this whole video. Know your rights, hold your ground, and always keep the camera rolling. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the next one.